All right, everyone has a seat. We're going to get started. Those who are not going to be up at the podium shortly. My name is Ryan Cotton. Please come on in. It's shoulder to shoulder. It'll be cozier. Come on, Sam. Some of you know me from Holland City Hall a few years back, and I'm honored to have been recruited by Jonathan Brownson to be part of all you're going to hear about tonight. And that's how I got to know Jonathan. They came to something I was speaking at way back when, and we've been fast friends ever since. So I would just want to introduce the Master of Ceremonies, someone who needs no introduction. I think you all know him as well as I, and that is the person who's going to explain this kickoff event and what's going to take place, Jonathan Brownson.
Thank you, Ryan, and thanks Steve Gross, our host here at Jubilee, and Nick, who's been running back and forth and taking care of a million details, and so many other board members and others that have made this just an amazing event. So I believe that there is one larger community. It's one that God makes and maintains, and we're all part of it, whether we like it or not. God so loved the world, probably heard that before. I also believe that there are a multitude of beloved communities. These are the communities that we make and that we sometimes unmake. You have made one of those beloved communities today. So give yourselves a hand. My dad used to say in group settings like this, never before, he was fond of the superlative, he would say, never before has just this group of people come together. And he's right. Just this collection of people here have never been in the same place at the same time. And we never will be again. Republican and Democrat.
And independent.
And independent, thank you.
And nonpartisan.
And nonpartisan, thank you. Younger and I'll say older. Black and white. Rich and poor. Never before, never again will this group come together. So let's build a beloved community tonight. And it's going to start with our mayor, my lawyer, the Honorable Mayor Nathan Bocks. So please come up here.
Thank you for calling me your lawyer, because now I can tell another part of the story. Because lawyers have confidentiality rules that we have to follow. I thought, can I be able to say that? But now you've said it. Okay. You may know me from City Hall. I'm Nathan Bocks. I'm the mayor of the City of Holland. I thank you for inviting me to be part of this, because I think that this is a great example of how the public and the private work so well together to make Holland the great place that it is. I love to say we are working together, building community, and that's exactly what we are doing here. I first met Jeanette about 10 years ago. I was a trainer at the West Coast Leadership Program. I used to do the retreat and Unique Community Day, and during a 2-day retreat, got to know Jeanette, and her energy and her smile was just so infectious that we became friends, and I became your lawyer. And out of that program, it's a phenomenal program for the City of Holland and for the community, but the only thing that employers don't like about the West Coast Leadership Program is that periodically, students who go through the program decide during the program that they need to change the trajectory of their life, and they often end up leaving the job that they had that got them into the program in the first place And before the end of the year, they're off in a different direction. And Jeanette was one of those people.
Yeah.
She made the decision during that program that she needed to leave the real estate life that she was in and form Brownson Properties. And that's how we then became acquainted and making multiple small businesses and helping Brownson Properties grow and flourish in this community. And seeing the heart for community that Jeanette had throughout that process. And it wasn't just about making money, it wasn't just about being successful in business, but it was about building that community. And it is so great to see that legacy continue on in the community beyond her and likely beyond you as well, Jonathan, and it's going to grow into make these neighborhoods, these core city neighborhoods of Holland, flourish like they never have before. So thank you very much for that opportunity, and thank you for doing this. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Mayor.
I know. You told me 2 minutes.
So I'm going to be introducing each of our speakers and ask them to say who they are and how they are personally seeking to build beloved communities. And knowing Nathan, I thought he might mention his grandchild and try to claim credit.
He's exceptional, that grandchild.
Yes, so he's building a beloved community that way. I want to make it clear here that this is a personal gathering. This is not a political gathering. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
I'm going to be speaking from my heart. And I'm asking that each of you do the same. As I introduce you, just say who you are and maybe a small way that you're trying to build a love community. And I'm going to start with Beth. And Beth was working at Southard Properties when Jeanette was there. Jeanette, I can testify, was ready to throw in the towel. And Beth encouraged her and said, you need to stick with it. And Beth, thank you for that. And thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you, Jonathan, for inviting me to speak. He's asked, I am Beth Foley. I am sole owner of Schulist Michigan Real Estate in Holland. 27 years plus at Southern Properties before that. I'm going into my 38th year of real estate. And
You started when you were 2 years old.
I was very young, I had 18 at least. But some of you know me from relocating here from other parts of the United States. And now I've been here for over 4 years. So, Jeanette, I was surprised. I mean, I knew her involvement, but I did not know about BBCandME until Jonathan invited me and he said, I want you to listen to this video, which was a YouTube.
Yeah.
And I got to know, I had no clue. Had I known, I would have nominated her for a Good Neighbor Award, which is what Michigan Realtors does. But I didn't know. And I was telling Jonathan that up until about a month before she passed, we were talking, we always talked about legalities, confrontations, things that were going smooth, some of the transactions, and I'd say, call me, let's talk it through. And we would always talk it through. So anyways, I'm here to talk about where the RPAC, which some of you probably don't know what it stands for, but it does stand for Realtor Political Action Committee. And I guess I was asked because Jeanette was so concerned about communities. Always thinking forward, being a place of inclusion, diversity, and a welcome to equality and equity. RPAC is a nonpartisan committee that tries to support candidates and support policies that affect property rights and people that purchase properties. Jeanette was a major investor for a number of years. That means she contributed $1,000 towards the PAC, which 70% of that money stays in the state. And it's not just for realtors, however, it's sort of inclusive. We do, our PAC is a way to influence legislators, commissioners, trustees, local and state, and national levels, to introduce bills and to pass them that make housing more affordable, changing zoning if it helps, pass continuous flood insurance, protect property rights, plus more. We interview candidates. Some of the candidates that were running recently did not know what we do, and then we interview candidates. And we want to find out, do they agree with our policies? Do they agree with property rights the way that we do? We have call to actions in which the realtors get together, send out emails, send out letters to our legislators, both at the state and national levels, and trying to explain to them that we need these bills passed or continued. And recently we had one which was to continue on with the funding for the government. And we asked, please, we can't let that expire, which was the flood insurance. So, anyways, we also support different lifestyles and all of their rights. That is part of who we are. We are always looking forward. Jeanette was not initially involved with our PAC or with politics as much as I got her involved. She was at Southern Properties. I would have conversations all the time. What are the benefits? What are the benefits of contributing? And electing people that would listen. And once she heard about it, and once she knew, she was enthusiastic about it and contributed yearly. I think many of you know Jeanette was outspoken on diversity and inclusion. She did such a great job representing her clients in the Holland area. So her involvement and commitment to our PAC has led to a better community, Holland. BBCandME is what it's all about. And if you haven't had enough emails, phone calls, and asks for contributing, you can contribute to our PAC, and I can give you more information. So I thank you.
Building beloved communities, I want to introduce now Doug Zylstra, and again, this is a personal, not a political event. And I come to just respect Doug as a father in particular. Right? The picture I have, Doug, of you with your son in the parade, and just the love and care that you show to a special needs son, and I have a special needs brother, so I get that. So again, just I promised that none of the folks that are representing different offices need to talk long. So just
That was not tough, huh? Thank you for inviting me, Jonathan. It is unusual that the county commissioners get invited to this sort of thing. Generally, the rule is you shouldn't know who your county commissioner is. Definitely should not be reading articles about your county commissioner every day. But it is what it is right now, and I definitely appreciate the invitation. Holland is a special community, right? We all live here, we all know how great it is. I'm, pleased to represent this area, Nathan. This is something we get to live here, right? And we get to represent you all, which is a great thing. I've known you for 2-3 years, and some of it in context with work that I do in the county, but yes, my son is a big part of my life, and making sure that, this community is supportive of special needs young men, and some of the young men too, is important to me, and so I appreciate the work that you're doing with this fund, and I didn't get to meet Jeanette or know her that well, but I'm very confident that the work that you guys can do will bless this community for many years to come, so thank you again, thank you for having me.
thank you. Jim and Nancy DeBoer have been friends for some years. prayer partners, Nancy in particular, when she prayed her way into politics. So Jim, come and share a little bit. Thanks.
Well, you've got me, and not my wife. She is unable to be here. Sorry, she is in Lansing right now, and she's unable to be here. So I have some words to say on her behalf to you and to everyone here. So what matters to you? What really matters to you in your life? I mean, what makes your heart beat? Well, you, sir, are carrying on what made your wife's heart beat and what makes your heart beat. And I'm proud of you for it.
Amen.
We're here today because of what mattered to a very special person and her husband who desires to continue her work after she passed. Jeanette was a very enthusiastic person. If you knew her, she was always caring about her beloved community and the people, all the people, who call Holland home. Jeanette helped connect people in the neighborhoods, within the city, and the resources and people who could help them when need took place. Jeanette's highest priority seemed to always be about helping others even more than that of her own finances. She was always ready to listen and learn and get involved. Her buoyant personality lit up the room and refreshed people's spirits. Years ago, my wife Nancy DeBoer and Jeanette were together in Leadership Holland and the class in the Holland Chamber, and they got to know each other, became good friends at that point in time, and got to know each other on a deeper level. This endowment in her name is a beautiful tribute to a woman who helped others before self. And that's exactly what this fund will do in perpetuity, build into people in this beloved community. As we all know, our community is only as strong as the strength of its people, and all its people. And I dare to say we've got a pretty amazing city and the region in the general Holland area. God bless you, Jonathan, for walking this road and staying true to your wife's loves and passions that this endowment truly displays. Thank you. Thank you.
Boomer, Brian Patrick is here, and you can introduce yourself. I was saying Boomer Esiason is from my generation. Raise your hand if you remember the quarterback.
Thank you, Jim. It's great to be here on behalf of Congressman Heisman today. Thank you for the invitation, Jonathan. And I openly joke I'm either a retired quarterback or the neighbor's dog, right? But I didn't personally know Jeanette, but as we look around the room here, we can see that the legacy and the impact that she had on others, and especially on you, Jonathan, to continue her work to build a stronger Holland. You know, too many, and we're not going to make it a political speech, but too many in Washington forget that everything starts here at home. That's right. Bill has been a lifelong resident of Ottawa County, first New Zealand, now the Greater Holland community. He knows what it means to have programs like this, projects like this, build a stronger community, because that's where the rubber meets the road, here at home. Right? Making sure Holland and the people of Holland have a greater opportunity to succeed. That's what all elected leaders, whether you're at the local, the county, the state, the federal, wherever, that should be what we strive to. And I'm not going to take a lot of time. I just want to tip my hat to you, Jonathan, for carrying on that legacy and doing the great work. And I hope it makes the difference that you hope it will.
Thanks so much. Just a personal note, is Todd Whiteman kind of your boss?
Oh, yes, he is. He's our chief of staff.
Yeah. Todd lost his wife recently to cancer, and so he and I have kind of connected. And Jeff, you made it.
I fell out of the sky.
From Colorado. our VP of our board, so welcome. So thank you, Boomer, for sharing. And now I want to ask Abby, there you are, to come and share a little bit.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Abby Komparens. I am the West Michigan Regional Coordinator for Southard Rose. I myself am also a lifelong Hollander. My family has been here for generations. So to see a community member like Jeanette, although she might not physically be here with us anymore today, is continuing to use her expertise, her care for this community, and Jonathan, your love for her and her legacy to just grow and make this community stronger is absolutely beautiful. much. It's my instinct to want to give a legislative update, but it's going to be a quiet couple weeks in Washington, not a lot going on, so I won't no, but again, as a Hollander, as a member of the Senator's team, thank you. I also serve on the Holland Relations Commission, and we are always looking for inspirational individuals like Jeanette to fuel the work that we do and move to the future. And I'm just so grateful to be in this room today with everybody. Thank you so much.
I'm looking around for Lisa. Is Lisa Schulist here? I don't see her. But I do see the nonprofit that Lisa was one of the first clients to take advantage of the BBCandME model. Jeanette would donate 10% of every commission to the nonprofit of her client's choice. And so, Kimberly, would you mind just sharing briefly about that? And Kimberly's office is 2 floors up.
So Jonathan's putting me on the spot.
I know.
So hello everyone, my name is Kimberly VanKlompenberg. I am the executive director of My House Ministry. At My House Ministry, we believe it's very difficult for women and single mothers to break free from the chaos in their life by themselves. So we provide a restorative program that includes safe housing, sober housing, and we serve single moms, which could mean that their children are in relative placement or foster care, or their adult children, or they just don't have any. But we also have housing and work with single moms with young kids as well. So I've been with the ministry since 2021, and Jonathan will sometimes wander into my office now and say, God led me your direction, how can I pray for you? And it's always great timing. But the work we do is we engage the mess of people's life, and we always covet prayers for, I covet them for our staff, for myself, and our board as we lead and direct this, and also for the women that are in our program too. We are a faith-based nonprofit, but you do not have to be a Christian to be in our program. But you will experience the love of God while you are in our program. So, I didn't meet Jeanette ever, but I've met Jonathan several times, and one of our homes is in the beloved community of South Washington, that's kind of where I am. Washington Boulevard area, near the Boulevard Church. So we've been blessed to have several years that house for you guys. So
thank you, Kimberly, and sorry to Jeanette donated to My House Ministry, and it was not a large amount, but Lisa designated it, and it turned out to be exactly what was needed to build a new front door for their first home. So
she's still there?
And she's also a video star. We took a video of Kimberly and Lisa, if you want to see that on YouTube. I want to just do a shout out for a number of other folks that are here, if that's okay. Darryl Bartlett was here, Gateway Mission, just to share with the group, his daughter has been diagnosed with colon cancer. And he had to leave to stay with us. Larry Clark is here doing our filming. Thank you, Larry. Ryan Cotton, you already met Ryan. Thank you, Ryan, for all you did to pull this together. Jeff Elhart has just arrived from Colorado. He's our vice president on the board. Deanne Hoeksema, I think, is probably out in the hall. She's our treasurer. Larry Jackson was going to be here, and good friend. And Alicia, I want to acknowledge you as the first realtor to give BBCandME a shot. So thank you for that. Maassen Women's Service Day. It was a rough day for Women's Service Day, but every year, one day a year, several professional women come into the city and work. And Lois is responsible for Nuestra Casa. If any of you know what Nuestra Casa is, it's a community center just down the street. Without Women's Service Day, that would not exist. And so,
I just have a footnote, Jonathan. Several professional women this year met 130.
Wow.
that's tremendous. Scott Rumpsa is out the door there. Darryl Gateway Mission, that was the largest recipient, the most clients designated that, and I think Community Action House might have been the second largest recipient of Jeanette's donations. Matt Scott is somewhere around here with LJ's. I had a chance, Matt is another client of Jeanette's, and you'll get some LJ's coffee somewhere when we find it. Rose Southard is another one of our board members, our IT person. VanPutten with not-spot pretzels. Make sure you grab some of those on the way out. And I hope all of you can stay for drinks and the rest of the program. Don Wilkinson, I don't know if Don is Habitat. We just have some extraordinary nonprofits in the city of Holland. And we just give And then Dale, Zahn, Whitmar, really, we're going to have a meaningful time of remembering realtors who have left a legacy, and Dale was a big part of helping us organize that. So Dale, I'm glad you're here. Appreciate your presence. And then one of our speakers, Megan. Ryan and I met with Megan when we were early in on this, and she just was a kindred spirit. Mm-hmm. And I can't tell you how much your support meant to me. Yeah, and I tried. So my heart is full. Emily back there is our kind of social media person. If you get upset with how obnoxious all my posts are, I mean, it's been constant. I noticed Brent over here, another real estate agent that gave a spin to BBCandME, and also Brent and Jerry. That was the first Winter Sun was the first place that Jeanette started. She was the administrative person and would see the checks of the realtors. I think I'm going to switch jobs. I hope I have Dave, welcome. Thank you for representing City Council. I'm just looking around the room. Dave and Jane Armstrong are going to be curating 3 art pieces that we have upstairs that were commissioned for Jeanette and former owners of a art gallery in Saugatuck. If I'm missing anyone, the grandmother of the grandchild, Nathan's wife. And next to Ryan.
I'm here on behalf of Esther Fafelsky.
Oh.
My name's Luann. Esther couldn't be here, so she asked me to come and represent the Human Relations Department for the city.
Esther is a dear, dear friend of the city, and Jeanette won the award
Social
one
Justice
year.
Award.
I was looking around for that somewhere. I couldn't find it, but did I miss anyone? I'm sure I did. Sam, do you mind if I introduce you? Our son Sam is just a good man. He's here from Chicago, so and there's probably others hiding out. Oh, Lisa, come in. Lisa loves being the center of attention. So this is one of the first clients of Jeanette that designated my house minister over there. So Patrick, could you come in also? Community Foundation of Holland Zealand, Patrick heads that up. And again, I can't tell you how much it meant to me. Jeff and I went and I was trying to figure out, what do I do? How do I continue the legacy? And you folks, Jeff said, why don't you do a donor advised fund? And that just kind of opened up a whole new kind of world for me. So
We'll have to play some small role.
well, I really appreciate it. So yes. All right, I think I've got everybody, and it is 4:30. There's drinks. There's you're gonna want to stay. It's gonna be an extraordinary program, and so please stay. And Jeff, myself, Jeff, Megan, we're 1, 2, 3. We're gonna be speaking, and this is gonna be an opportunity to continue to build love communities. And again, I just thank you so much